Hello, I'm Rachel Jones and this is Kalkine TV's breaking economic news. News just in. The Australian economy grew by 0.9% in June quarter, lifting the country's gross domestic product to 3.6%. Now that's according to data released today by the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Rises in household spending and exports drove growth in the June quarter. This is the third consecutive quarter of economic growth following a contraction in the September quarter 2021, which was impacted by the Delta outbreak. Household spending rose 2.2% for the quarter, contributing 1.1 percentage points to the GDP. Growth was driven by spending on travel-related categories such as transport services, up 37.3%, and hotels, cafes and restaurants was up 8.8%, while spending on food fell 1.2%. Households increased spending on domestic and international travel as COVID-19 restrictions further eased and international travel borders remained open. While spending on transport grew strongly, households were still only spending 2/3 of what they did pre-pandemic. More people were working in the quarter, with the number of employed rising 0.9%, driven by full-time employment up 2.3%. Total dwelling investment fell 2.9% as wet weather continued across much of the East Coast and material and labour shortages hampered construction activity. This detracted 0.1 percentage points from GDP. Now, goods exports rose 4.2%, with the main contributors being mineral ores, other mineral fuels and rural goods. Ongoing supply chain issues and global uncertainty continue to drive demand for Australia's mining and rural commodities. High commodity prices, coupled with increased export volumes, drove a 16.9% increase in mining, and that's the operating surplus in June to $83 billion. Well, that's the latest economic news from Kalkine TV. Stay tuned for all the latest. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.